They can't be reduced by carbon because carbon comes after all these. Thank you.
As we have already seen the extraction of highly reactive metal. Now we proceed to the extraction of moderately reactive metal. Hi, this is Rishika Maheshwari, which is going to tell you how moderately reactive metals are extracted. Moderately reactive metals such as zinc, iron, copper and lead are there in the middle of the reactivity series and are also known as moderately reactive metal. Many of the moderately reactive metals occur as oxides in nature, but some occur as carbonates and ores. These have to be converted into metal oxides by the process of calcination and roasting. Now, what is calcination? Calcination is the heating of carbonate ore, strongly heating of carbonate ore in absence of air to convert it into a metallic oxide. For example, here zinc carbonate from calamine ore is calcinated to form zinc oxide and carbon dioxide. Heating sulfide ore strongly in the presence of air to convert it into a metallic oxide. For example, zinc sulfide from zinc blend ore gives zinc on roasting gives zinc oxide and sulfur dioxide. Reduction to convert metallic oxide to a free metal. Reduction of metallic oxide with carbon. The oxides of comparatively less reactive metals like zinc, copper, lead and iron are usually extracted with carbon. As the reducing agent. In the reduction by carbon, the carbon is mixed with a metallic oxide and then heated strongly in a furnace. For example, zinc oxide when mixes with carbon to form zinc and carbon monoxide. Metal like aluminium can also be used in the reducing agent. This is used in the conditions where the metal oxides are comparatively of higher reactivity than zinc, etc., and cannot be satisfactorily carbon. This is because more reactive can displace less reactive from its metallic oxide. For example, manganese dioxide when mixing with aluminium gives manganese plus aluminium oxide and heat. So this reaction also tells us that the reaction with aluminium is highly exothermic and it is also known as thermite reaction. So from this discussion we came to know that we can do reduction by two things, carbon and aluminium.
This is Harsha Saini standing before you to tell you about the topic extraction of least reactive matter. The less reactive matter such as mercury and copper are placed quite low in the reactivity series. So the extraction of least reactive matter can be extracted by reduction of their oxides and heating alone. For example, mercury and copper can be extracted by reducing their oxides and by heating alone. Now I'll explain you how the extraction of mercury takes place. Mercury matter can be extracted by heating its sulfides ore. Mercury matter produced from the sulfide ore called cinnabar, which is actually mercury sulfide. The extraction of mercury from cinnabar ore is done as follows. Concentrated mercury sulfide ore or the cinnabar ore is heated to form mercury oxide. This mercury oxide is heated to about 300 degrees Celsius to form mercury oxide. Thus, here the mercury oxide is produced mercury oxide is formed by reducing the oxides. Mercury metal is formed by reducing their oxides and by heating alone. Thank you.